I'ma go and save it. Repenting for my sin, Solomon and David. Holy Spirit, please stick with me. We must first confess our iniquity. Straight up, cause that's why we here in the first place. Babylon, America, this the worst place.
Peace to the nations of the world. It is the fountain of righteousness.
I love you.
Praise the Almighty forever.
I'm gonna take it real.
We're gonna take it real. We're gonna take it real slow. I ain't gonna rush it.
I understand
Just understand
what you told
the
me.
word of God.
As if I didn't know.
That's your foundation, right? Okay. I always wanted to
Just like you.
Dios,
I really
gracias, Dios,
love you.
forever. I give the world to you, my darling. You know I will. There is only one God, and He has many beautiful names. I will never do anything to hurt you. Peace be upon you, Mrs. Yael the Israel, Mr. Yael the Israel. Salute. Servant of Yah. Salute. Look at that beautiful background. New heavens, new earth. Can you tell? Only to you.
Why don't we
Just lay down, baby.
and hold each other real close?
I ain't gonna rush it. We gonna take our time tonight. If time is what you need, I got it for you. We're gonna get into these new revelations, the most monumental revelations of all time. To love you, make all my dreams come true. That is God saying you can make all of His visions come true. My darling, you know I will. Yeah, I will never do anything to hurt you. This for teaching purposes only, educational purposes. Have you heard of the Q document? I haven't. Can you inform me? Me, baby, I'll come running only to you. God has willed it. God has willed it. Everything that happens is the will of God. Nothing happens without being the will of God. So, everything happens for a reason. Yes, people are funny. You may be of the funniest. Excellent energy. May Yah bless you for real. Peace be upon you. Yes, we must share the love and the light in these times, because that's the only way to rid the planet of wickedness and to bring about peace forever. All right. Says, yes, you have a wonderful voice. Have you heard of the wonderful counselor? Yes, the Most High told us all about me coming. And in Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6 and 7, there's a great detail about this wonderful voice that comes from the all-knowing, the most compassionate, the helping pearl, the self-subsisting. Yes, there is only one God, and there's no God worthy of worship except Him. But have you heard of the Lord's Prayer? Man, I have many prayers. I even have prayers that you haven't heard of before, because I have the most monumental book of all time. So if you stick around and are willing to learn the revelations that God has sent down in the second coming of Jesus Christ, then you will be intrigued to drink from the fountain of wisdom. When Jesus said in his first coming, eat of my flesh and drink of my blood. When he said eat of his flesh, he was speaking of the bread of heaven, which is called manna. And since he came from heaven with the bread that you should break daily in sitting down and conversating about your God is breaking bread. This is bread from heaven. And this is the flesh that you shall eat. Drink of my blood. So there's life in the blood. He wasn't talking about cannibalism or doing anything that those Draculas do. He's talking about drinking from his life, because Jesus is the fountain of wisdom. Yes, the second coming of Christ, all of the prophets, the seal of the prophets is the fountain of wisdom. So what does this mean? That means if you drink from this fountain, you will have everlasting life. Okay. So to the people who spreading rumors, calling Jesus a draconian or an alien, no, this is Jesus right here. You see me manifested now in the flesh. And now this is the greatest evidence of God. This is the greatest manifestation of God. And these are his greatest words brought to earth. All right. And we're going to go off into them. This is what you call the crimson ark. This is the blood that you should drink of. Okay. The life that you should drink of. All right. Is Jesus God? Jesus is the manifestation of God. So verily, truly, God is the all-knowing, all-possessing, and he has come with the kingdom of God. And it is open wide for all who desire to come in, and it will not remain open for all time. It will be closed. It will be closed at an appointed time. All right. Hallelujah. All right. It says, good to see you. Peace be upon you. Yes. Yes, indeed. Joshua. Yep. Joshua, Moses, Abraham, Enoch, David. We are all here. We are all here in one being. Every prophet is the same manifestation. Why? Because we all come from one God. We all come from the one source. And no prophet is higher than the other prophet. We don't uphold the prophet of Jesus over the prophet of Muhammad, over the prophet of Moses, over the prophet of David, over the prophet of Joshua. No, we are all one and the same. Just like our God is one. MashaAllah. Where is the kingdom? The kingdom of God is here. It's open. So it's a mindset and a spiritual access that you only can tap into by belief and following these commandments. So actually the rapture is also taking place too. And the people who have been raptured can ascend and also descend. So it is a spiritual and also a mind state that you have to obtain by belief. Okay, it's a belief and a dedication of earnestness. Peace be upon you, Yatrina. I say Jesus is God for real. He's the manifestation of God. So, but if you're trying to say Jesus created the world, then that's not true. And then you'll commit blasphemy, and then it'll be upon you, because I'm just a man, honestly. And when he came the first time, he had to eat food and take dumps just like us regular men do. Now, you're like me. We are, but God is supposed to be in you and you're supposed to be in God. And I have obtained that. God is in me and I'm in him. And that is why the Spirit of Jesus is in me. Okay. But to call, Jesus was created. I was created. You were created. We were created by the eternal source, which there is no comparison to. And yes, I come as his man. I'm the manifestation of him. Okay. This is the proof of God. It happens. It happens. Okay. And you are forgiven. You are forgiven. That is why the ocean of our God's mercy has been opened unto us. He has forgiven you. And this is the proof of that. Okay. So I'm going to open this book so you guys can understand the manifestations that have taken place, and that how marvelous it is to even give an ear to this, because the whole entire heaven and earth has been left dumbfounded by the recitation of these holy words. All right, let's do. And I'm going to start at page 76 from the Kitabikon, the Book of Certitude. All right, the Book of Certitude. All right. Get y'all good here. And certitude is broken down into these definitions: sureness, certainty, confidence, reliability. The Book of Certainty, okay? This is the Book of Certainty. Now, what is so special about this book? All right, say, put me on a copy. All right, so the link is on my page now. The link is now up on my page, but it's in my link tree. Go to my link tree, click my link tree. You will see a Amazon. You will see the Amazon shop. And on the Amazon shop, you will see the book called the Kitabikatas and the Kitabikon. I'm finna recite from the Kitabikon now. And the Kitabikatas is also a book that you are supposed to take in. I'm confused. Are you Muslim? I'm Muslim. I'm not only Muslim, I'm Prophet Muhammad. I'm Jesus Christ. So don't be confused. Just believe in God and believe in his signs and manifestations. The Quran is a perfect book. The Holy Quran is a perfect book. I have the full revelation of the Quran, and I also have the revelation after the Quran that fully explains the verses in the Quran and the verses in the Bible. So what's so monumental about that? There has never been in the life of all earth, in the life of all humanity, a book sent from heaven to fully explain the scriptures of God, of the Bible and of the Quran. I have, and of the New Testament, Bible, the Torah, New Testament, Quran. I have that, and it has been given to me. And I'm going to reveal it to you, the nations of the world, so that you can understand with assurity, with certitude, with confidence that you know God and you know his manifestation of Jesus Christ, the return of the Prophet Muhammad, the return of Christ. Yes, this is so beautiful. I'm not going to hold y'all back. I'm going to go ahead and read it so y'all can see, because this is heavenly. All right. This is Kitabikon. I'm going to start at 26. Besides this passage, there is yet another verse in the gospel where he says, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. This it is as the adherents of Jesus maintain the law of the gospel should never be annulled, and whatsoever the promised beauty is made manifest. So whensoever the promised beauty, Prophet Muhammad, is made manifest, all the signs are revealed. So Jesus was telling people, like, look, when Prophet Muhammad come, there's going to be one come after me. He's going to be Muhammad. When he come, all the signs are going to be revealed. And this is what's happening now. Prophecy fulfilled. Yes, beautiful. This is beautiful. God has chosen me for this wisdom. And that's a great favor upon all of us. This is great for all of us. If you believe in me, you are a part of me. So come on with it. Beautiful. All right. He must needs to reaffirm and establish the law proclaimed in the gospel, so that there remain in the world no faith but his faith. This is their fundamental belief, and their conviction such were a person to be made manifest. So in their conviction, if a person, as they describe in these scriptures, were to come manifest with all the promised signs, and to promulgate that which is contrary to the letter of the law of the gospel, they will surely renounce him. They will refuse to submit to his law. They will declare him an infidel, and they will laugh him to scorn. This is what happened when I came with the Quran. The Quran book was revealed to me before the other books, the books of the New Testament, before the book. So the Quran, it was the Torah first, then it was the books of Enoch, it was the Apocrypha, then it was the Quran. So I knew I was the son of man before I knew I was the seed of David before I knew I was Muhammad. When I found out I was Muhammad, I didn't know that I was Jesus yet. So it was all a stage. And watch how beautiful this is. All right. They declared me an infidel when I came with the Quran, speaking in Arabic and not how they want to do. They just denied me from every aspect. You're not Arab. You don't know Arabic, all kinds of stuff. They just denied me. When they did that, they fulfilled the denial of the Quran. All right. Watch this. This proved by that which had came to pass that the son of the Muhammadan revelation was revealed. When I got rejected, y'all revealed the true Muhammad. It has been revealed. Quran chapter 49 verse 7. It has been revealed. Had they sought to humble themselves with a humble mind from the manifestations of God in every dispensation, the true meaning of these words revealed in the sacred books, words the misapprehension of which has caused men to be deprived of the recognition of the ultimate purpose. They surely would have been guided to the light of the Son of Truth, and they would have discovered the mysteries of divine knowledge and wisdom. Wow. So if the Arabs didn't reject me when I came with the Quran, they would have believed what was going forth because I fulfilled all the prophecy. All the prophecies was already fulfilled. All right, watch this. This servant will now share with you a dewdrop. This servant, Prophet Muhammad, who's speaking to you from the most holy book, the book of certitude. This servant will now share with you a dewdrop out of the fathomless ocean of truths treasured in these holy words. The happily discerning hearts may comprehend all the allusions and the implications of the utterances of the manifestations of holiness, so that the overpowering majesty of the word of God may not prevent them from attaining unto the ocean of his names and attributes, nor deprive them from recognizing the lamp of God, which is the seat of his revelation, his glorified essence. So do not deprive yourself from the beautiful revelations that have been revealed unto me in all of these holy books. In all of these holy books. All right. It's so many. Gospel of Barnabas. Gospel of Barnabas. All right. It's beautiful. The 54 book Apocrypha. This one was a little rough because I've been reading it out. Oh, this is a beautiful book right here too. The Colburn Bible. I'm gonna have all of this linked up in my my link tree. All this gonna be linked up in the link tree. And I'm telling you, we're gonna get in this one. We're gonna get in this one too. I'm telling you, man, y'all life gonna change forever. This is how you go to heaven. This is how you rapture up. Y'all done already seen the split happen. The new heavens have already started. This picture behind me is not AI generated. That's a real picture. Okay? So, that's real. Let's get back to it. All right. This is Kitabi Khan. Kitabi Khan 28. As to the words, immediately after the oppression of those days, they refer to the time when men shall become oppressed and afflicted. The time when the lingering traces of the Son of Truth and the fruit tree of knowledge and wisdom will have vanished from the midst of men. When the reins of mankind will have fallen into the grasp of the foolish and the ignorant. When the portals of divine unity and understanding, the essential and highest purpose in creation, will have been closed. So right now, God has the portals of heaven open up right now. The ocean of his essence is now open unto you. This is when God gonna take me away. Yep, I gotta go away again. Christ gotta go away again, and I gotta go away too. So, and this time I come back to visit, to and fro. But when I go away, this time the teaching gonna be, the teaching gonna be gone. Y'all gotta carry it on. Y'all gonna have to carry it on. I don't know the time. Nobody knows that time of that, but I will have to go away. So since the portals are open and God is teaching y'all, let's read this again. The time when the lingering traces of the Son of Truth and the fruit tree of knowledge and wisdom will have vanished from the midst of men. It hadn't happened yet. Y'all gotta, while I'm here, get the best of the teachings. While I'm here, learn as much as you can. While you're here with me, beholding me, can ask me questions with these holy books. Do what you're supposed to do, okay? Because when I'm gone, the reins of mankind will have fallen into the grasp of the foolish and ignorant. And when the portals of divine unity and understanding, the essential highest purpose in creation, will have been closed. When certain knowledge will have given way to idle fancy, and corruption will have usurped the station of righteousness. Such a condition is witnessed in this day, when the reins of every community have fallen into the grasp of foolish leaders, who lead after their own whims and desire. On their tongue, the mention of God has become an empty name. They mention God, but it don't mean nothing. Does that give you a clue? Does anybody jump to your name when they say that? They mention God. These leaders mention God, but it becomes an empty name. In their midst is holy word. His holy word is a dead letter in their midst. Such is the sway of their desires, the lamp of conscience, and the reason has been quenched in their hearts. And this is although the fingers of divine power have unlocked the portals of the knowledge of God, and the light of divine knowledge and heavenly grace has illuminated and inspired the essence of all created things. And so wise that in each and everything a door of knowledge has been opened. And so much, so everything that has been created now, everything, I don't care if it's an insect, and everything that has been created, there's a knowledge of God. There's the unlocked portals of the knowledge of God, and the divine knowledge and heavenly grace has illuminated and inspired all things. All right. The door of knowledge has been opened within every atom. Traces of the sun have been made manifest. Wow. Don't we all need the sun to survive? So everyone needs the Son of Righteousness to come to God. Okay. I am being persecuted at these times, and I'm holding God the most close. That's going to happen. So you have to take up your cross and follow me. And when you take up the cross, that means give up the world. That means give up all your worldly desires. You will be persecuted for the sake of God, and you will be persecuted for me. But what happens is, when you are persecuted for the sake of God, it makes him happy, and it delights him, and it raises your station, and it's a place prepared for you. And even if you become martyred in the name of God, then you have reached the ultimate station. So what man can do to you, they can't do. What God can do, they can't do. So they can only hurt the body. Don't fear the man that can hurt the body, but fear the one who can send you to hell after the body has been destroyed. Mashallah. All right. This is beautiful. All right. And yet, in spite of all these manifold revelations of divine knowledge, which have encompassed the whole world. All right, let's see. I got somebody want to come up and ask some questions. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. That's indeed, mashallah. He did. He did it. Ain't nothing I did. It was he did. And I was obedient. I did seek him. And that's how I got to this station. Following all of the word. Following the word in the Torah. Following the word in the Apocrypha. Following the word in Enoch. Following the Quran. Following the Dhammapada. Applying it to my life. That's how I got to this station. Let's see who this is. Want to come talk to me. Just make sure you're being respectful. I'm not here to do no debates and stuff. I have the most perfect words on earth. I just want to share them with y'all.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar, peace be
بسم الله
upon you.
الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.
I mean, I wish you would have sought refuge first. Audu. Oh, you did say Audu Billahi Minash Shaitani Rajim. All right, come on with it. Yeah, come on with it. Peace be upon you. You got any questions for me?
Did you read the Quran?
Yeah, I'm Prophet Muhammad.
Did you read the whole book? Did you read the whole Quran?
Yeah, I mean, so to me, the Quran is a book that it doesn't end. So Allah, He can add verses and take them out. He's been doing it ever since He revealed it to me. So I'm gonna read it as long as He allowed me to.
Are you praying 5 times a day?
Indeed, sometimes more. Yes, that's established. Everybody should. Hold on. Let me show you something, because it's beautiful that you're asking me about the Quran. So in the Quran, it does tell us that we should pray 5 times a day, even additional prayers. But it doesn't tell you the prayers to pray. Okay. I have to dictate the prayers to you to pray, because in the Quran, it speaks about Prophet Muhammad getting another revelation after it.
Do you love Allah with all your heart?
Indeed. But let me be speaking. Let me continue, since I do love Him with all my heart, and you are a believer. You believe. I'm going to talk to you about the 5-time prayer so you can do the right ones. All right. So the revelation after the Quran is called the Kitabi Kabbas. And since when we got the revelation of the Quran, when we follow the Quran, when we wash up, we wash our hands to our elbows, we wash our ankles to our feet, we wash our head, we wash our face. All right. But with this revelation in the Kitabi Kabbas, let me grab it right quick. With this revelation, we have got an update, and the Most High said He didn't want to burden us. So now it tells us what prayers to do when you wake up, what prayers to do at noon, what prayers to do at the early night prayer, the late night prayer, what prayers to do, and it tells you how to posture and everything. But this comes directly from Allah.
Okay, as a prophet of Allah, I'm giving you the keys to the kingdom.
I already have. What kingdom you're talking about?
The kingdom of Mashasha.
Mashasha. What does it interpret to in English?
The most heavenly heaven.
All right. So I've been given the keys to that. I have the keys to that. That's what I'm doing. So you are actually, everybody's invited though. So now we are not to scoff at other religions, but we are to conversate with them, because the Most High has opened the portals of heaven for all mankind, all humanity. And since people now, you should know that Prophet Muhammad is Jesus Christ in His second coming. There shouldn't be any more arguments with Christianity and Islam back and forth, because
I'm trusting you to lead the people to the kingdom.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my part. This was willed by God. This is mashallah. Can't nobody stop that. So you believe God, just stay mindful of Allah. Ain't nobody gonna stop His plan. We not worried about that. All you have to do is spread the word and let people know that they have to in order to understand correctly or understand clearly. Starting with the Quran will be a great start. But we have to read also the Torah. We also have to read the New Testament. And we have to also read the revelations after the Quran, which is the Kitabi Kabbas, and the Kitabi Khan, which explains the verses of the Bible and the Quran.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Mashallah. All right, man. May peace be upon you.
You too.
Thank you. All right, let's see. I got a few of them in the comment section. Let's see.
What's up, bro?
Peace.
Peace be upon you, man.
Indeed.
What's up?
Talk to me, man.
Alright, so I have a question about what you were saying earlier. Like, are you actually Muslim?
I'm Prophet Muhammad.
Okay, so does that mean you're also Jesus?
Yes. So you have that knowledge?
You just gave it to me.
Oh, I didn't know if you were listening or just came up. Yeah, so that's not revealed in the Quran. You will have to get the understanding spiritually, and when you see and when you read and search for yourself, because you have to seek to find. You can't just give somebody the truth and hand it to them. So when you seek, you'll understand that Jesus is saying the same thing I'm saying, and we're all the same. All of the prophets.
Alright, but you say the elect one of Yahweh. Yani, I thought that Muslims don't believe in
Well,
Yahweh.
see, that's the thing. You never met me before. You've been meeting people who've been believing in things that's been passed down to them. I come from God.
I want to question the authenticity of the book you brought up. The
Yeah,
Revelation.
but see, since you ask those type of questions, then there's no way that I won't be able to dialogue with you, because if you don't believe the book that do you have any book you believe in?
I believe in the Quran, but yani,
Since you believe in the Quran, we have to start there. Don't try to question any books that I have, because the Quran.
Okay, all right. Start at the Quran, brother.
Huh?
Start at the Quran.
Yeah, since you believe in the Quran, I believe in the Quran. It's perfect.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm not. Yeah, that's what. So I don't want a burden. I want you to learn this. I don't want you not to learn.
Teach. Stop monologuing, brother. Just teach me and stop monologuing, bro.
Oh, see now you don't want to learn. You can't tell.
I'm sorry, brother.
You can't read the Quran. The Quran say don't even raise your voice at the prophet, and you trying to tell me what to do. I don't listen to you, man. So yeah, now you just got taken off, being disrespectful. We not doing that. You're not gonna disrespect the prophet now. Come on.
Hello?
Peace. Thank you. Your mute button on.
Oh, sorry. So I was wondering, I've only been listening for like a few minutes, I think, but so do you believe in the Quran?
Yes.
Okay. So why, so you also believe that there is a prophet after the Prophet Muhammad, alayhi salatu wasalam?
No.
You're saying that aren't you saying that you are a prophet? Is that not what you're saying?
I'm Prophet Muhammad.
Okay, but do you understand that he actually died?
No. So where did you read that at? Did you read that in the Quran or the Hadith?
Well, I think it's somewhere in the Hadith.
Yeah, because the Hadith is not the word of God. That's why
but the Quran tells us to follow, like,
not the Hadith. The Quran tell you to follow the prophecies. That's the what's revealed to Muhammad after the Quran. What's revealed to me after the Quran. I have these books right here if you care to see them.
Yeah, could you show me?
Yeah, sure. This is the first one after the Quran. It's actually written in Arabic. Kitabi Qadas, which means the most holy book. So if there's a book in Arabic and it's called the most holy book, that's telling you that it's an authority over the Quran.
So I could actually write a book in Arabic saying this.
No. Hold on. So aren't you versed in the Quran?
I mean, kinda.
Okay, so you are familiar with the verse that says, "Try to produce a chapter, like one chapter. Can't no man do it. It's impossible."
So you're saying that the book that you're holding is like it?
The book that I'm holding is like the Quran, and it's the most holy book, and it comes from Allah, and I didn't produce it, and no man on earth produced it. God did.
But didn't you just contradict yourself?
No. It says you disbelievers. You saying that you can write a book like the Quran. You can't. Can't nobody on earth write a book like the Quran. That's all. Okay. Now, since you're trying to disbelieve, we're gonna have to get that energy off of here, because I'm helping you out. You said you believed in the Quran. The Quran said, ask all of the disbelievers, if y'all write a book like the Quran without the help of Allah.
Oh, I'm not saying I could. Of course, I'm not saying I could write a book.
So what I'm saying, if you listen, I have books that are after the Quran, like the Quran. I have more than one. There's no man on earth that can produce that. How is it possible if I have these books and they can't be produced by mankind? So you have to ask you got to answer that for yourself.
Okay, so are you aware that the Quran tells us to follow the messenger?
That's who I am. So that means that you're not following the Quran. You want to open the Quran
Okay,
up?
sorry.
You want to
So
open the Quran up?
yeah, I got it. I got it now.
Let's do that. Because clearly you haven't been reading it. I'm gonna show you something that you ain't read. You got it open now?
Yeah, I'm on the website, so I can just type in select the chapter.
Chapter 49.
49. I got you.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, you can start at verse 1. We'll go through them real openly, analyze them.
Oh, you want to read the whole chapter?
No, just all the way through 7, all the way to verse 7.
Oh, 7. Okay.
Verse 7.
So I'm just gonna read the English translation that I have up.
Yes,
It's
that's what we understand.
So it says, "O believers, do not proceed in any matter before a decree from Allah and His Messenger, and fear Allah. Surely Allah is all-hearing, all-knowing."
Okay, so that means Allah's messenger here, you can call him, right?
No, it says Allah is all-hearing, all-knowing, not the messenger.
Explain to me, how can you get a decree from somebody who ain't here?
Well, on this earth?
How can you get a decree? That's what it said. It said, do not proceed in any matter unless a decree from Allah and His messenger.
Yes.
That means you got to ask for permission. You got to ask the messenger, can you go somewhere? Oh,
that's actually not what it.
That is what it means. Read it again.
Okay, so what I have here on this online version, there's like a little book icon next to the verse, which pulls up the tafsir of the verse. You know what that is?
That's extra. Now you're adding to what Allah says. So let me read it since you're not reading it correctly.
No, I just read it to you.
I didn't want to go here. I didn't want to go here with you, man. But it's gonna show. It's gonna prove that you don't.
No, I mean, do you want me to read it again?
No, I mean you're not reading it correctly. You're not believing it. So I'm gonna have to read it so people can understand, because you're misunderstanding. And this is what's called distorting the scripture with their own hands. That's what you're doing. You just read a perfect scripture, and now you distorted it with your own hands. All right. So I'm going to recite it. And this is all right. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. I seek refuge in Allah from Satan the accursed. O believers, do not proceed in any matter. That means anything serious. Do not proceed in any matter before a decree from God and His messenger, who is a man. Fear God, and surely God is all-hearing and all-knowing. Verse 2, O believers, do not raise your voices above the voice of the prophet. Do not raise your voice above the voice of the prophet, which means you're going to hear the prophet speak to you. You're going to hear the prophet speak to you. Right now, you're hearing me speak to you. Don't raise your voice over mine, because if you do, you're going to pay for it, if you know it or not.
So can I say something real quick?
I'm still reciting.
Okay.
Do not speak loudly to him as you speak to one another, or your deeds will become void while you are unaware. Indeed, those who lower their voices while in the presence of God's messenger are the ones whose hearts that God has refined for righteousness. They will be forgiven and will have a great reward. Verse 4, indeed, most of those who call out to you, O prophet, who's reciting the verse, from outside of private quarters have no understanding of manners. If they had been patient until you came out, Prophet Muhammad, to them, not the dead Prophet Muhammad, he can't move. The Prophet Muhammad who's alive, if they waited till you came out, it would have been better for them. No disrespect to anybody who died in righteousness, but this is talking about a living man. Verse 6, O believers, if an evildoer brings you any news, Prophet Muhammad died 1400 years ago, verify it so you do not harm people unknowingly, regretting what you have done. Okay, look up. When did Prophet Muhammad die? Where is his burial site? How did he die? according to the Quran, this is where Prophet Muhammad is. Verse 7. Keep in mind, believers, that God's messenger, Allah's messenger, Prophet Muhammad, Ya Nabi, is still in your midst. Boom. What happened? A religion just crumbled. Somebody's idol fantasies just got destroyed.
Are you finished? Or
I'm done. No, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Ain't no coming back. Why is it no coming back for you? I have the book after the Quran that explains the Quran. Okay?
Okay.
Who else has this book? Not you. So now you have no argument because this book says that you are looking for a person that still is not gonna come. This book says that the Prophet Muhammad, the beauty of Prophet Muhammad, is here right now, and you guys are overlooking him and ridiculing him. Now you're fulfilling prophecy.
Could you read chapter 39, verse 30?
Of what? The Quran?
Yes, the Quran.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, surely I can read chapter 39, verse 30. Now, after I read this, if you don't repent, then it's going to be rough for you. Chapter 39, verse 30. And I got to give somebody else the time because you're not going to waste my time. You know, I'm very patient with you and you not listening to the book you say you believe in. All right, this is a beautiful one because we just talked about this before you came up. You, O prophet, will certainly die. I'm not dead yet. I'm going to die. And when I die, I go to my God. Sinner, what you thought you was doing here? You, O prophet, will certainly die. And he going to die too. Then the day of judgment, you all will settle your dispute. All right, so peace out off my life. I'm going to die. Your ass going to die too. And we're going to go in different places because you're not going where I'm going after I die. So, yeah, like he was doing something. I know what I'm here for. I know I've given my life to God. That's what I'm going to return to God. He brought me here. I'm going to return to him. What you scaring me? I know I'm going to die and I'm going to be happy when I die because I'm going to my God. You want to speed it up? Come on. Peace. Peace.
Most praises to you and your wife, the goddess.
Thank you.
My voice is gone. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. We're going to bear with you today.
I mean, I see you come off For You page. You know, I show love. But I had to come into your panel. Man, your locks, your antennas, your beard is glowing.
Thank you.
No shade, wifey. You know.
Thank you.
It's glowing.
Thank you, man. The Most High, he actually talked about it, and it's a beauty that he brought forth, and that's the only reason.
I tell people, like, today is peace. Google, look it up. Today is the word peace. It means peace today.
Peace, yes, definitely. Peace is actually it's already started. So all we have to do is continue to show love and forgiveness and compassion to one another. And we have to believe in these books that God sent and his messenger and all of the prophets as well. And, we don't shut anybody out from whatever religious background they come from because God created all of us. And we all return.
Yeah, we return. That's the reason why we conquer. We up and right. Nobody needs to play with us for real. We here.
Yeah, we are upright. You're definitely upright fast.
I just want to come up and say what I'm gonna say. My voice gone, but peace, love, and light, eternity and infinity. You and your wife, my beloved, and continue to do what you're gonna do. And I'm here to shed your light and show plenty of love to the universe and bring us back and conquer.
Now the love gonna go to it's gonna go to the Lord of all names. Now he got many names. He did create the universe, and the universe is huge. Although the universe is huge, it's no comparison to the Creator. Why? My God, the Creator is he can't be explained with words.
Yes.
Far above our knowledge, but what he has encompassed upon us to learn from is just so beautiful and glorious. We're gonna thank him
And people, because I'm from Mississippi, so I'm like 30, 35 minutes pretty much, depends on the traffic from Memphis. But beautiful. I say everything with an R in it, but you
Yeah,
know,
I love that's good. I love Mississippi though. I love Mississippi. It's a nice spot, man.
oh, it's beautiful.
Come on with it, beautiful.
Beautiful. That's how I can say my words. I'm sorry.
Nah, well,
But that's
listen,
just how I say my words. I say beautiful. I say music.
God bless you with speech, man. Hey, we gonna just to be able to
But yeah, I just came up though. Plenty much love, light, blessing. I'm gonna say blessing, blissful beginnings and everything to you and your wife and everything. And I love everything about you guys. And keep on going. I'm 100% behind you guys. I love y'all.
thank you. All right, peace be upon you. I appreciate you bringing your love on.
All right.
You song, come back, kick it with it. That's beautiful. That was beautiful, right out there. Shout out to the Silk 662. Our knowledge of the Creator is so limited. So but I wouldn't say it like that to up the yeah. So He gives us what He want to give us, but we can never will. There's no creation that can obtain full knowledge of Him. Nah, no, not at all. It can't be contained. It can't be. He didn't even create us. We can't fully understand the unseen realm. Now we're spiritual. Now we're spiritual. We can see some spiritual things like the kingdom of God and heaven and stuff like that, but we can't fully understand it. Thank you for seeing my existence and having me amongst the Allahu Akbar. That's right. Hey man, we like to keep that energy around. So I'm gonna follow you. If you ain't be up, I'm following you. We family, man. We family. So stay. And I'm gonna be on here majority about 4 nights out of the week. And Friday night is the mandatory night. So Friday night teachings are mandatory for the believers who believe in God. Make sure you're all here on Friday nights for sure. But we're gonna get back to flowing on here. If anybody else want to come up and talk to the wonderful counselor, you can come up and ask your questions. If not, we're gonna get back into the Kitabi Khan. All right. All right, so these people think that they know the Bible. They don't. They don't know the Bible. I'm finna explain. All right. I'm finna read this. Let's start from Kitabi Khan 19. Kitabi Khan 19. Arnava, peace be upon you. All right. Kitabi Khan, verse 19. To them that are endowed with understanding, it is clear and manifest that when the fire of the love of Jesus consumed the veils of Jewish limitations, and his authority was made apparent and partially enforced, he, the revealer of the unseen beauty, addressing one day his disciples, referred unto his passing and kindling in the hearts of the fire of bereavement, and said unto them, I go away and I come again unto you. In another place he said, I go and another will come, who will tell you all the things that I have not told you, and will fulfill everything that I have spoken. Both these sayings have nothing but one meaning. If you were to ponder upon the manifestations of the unity of God with divine insight, every discerning observer will recognize that in the dispensation of the Quran, both the book and the cause of Jesus were confirmed. As to the matter of names, Prophet Muhammad himself declared, I am Jesus. He recognized the truth of the signs and prophecies and the words of Jesus and testified that they were all of God. In this sense, neither the person of Jesus nor his writings had differed from that of Prophet Muhammad and of his holy book, insomuch as both have championed the cause and uttered his praise and revealed his commandments. That is, that Jesus himself declared, I go away and I come again unto you. Consider the sun, were it to say, I am the son of yesterday, the S-U-N, it would speak the truth. And should it bear in the sequence of time claim to be anything other than the sun, it still would speak the truth. In like matter, if that be said of all the days that they are the same, it is correct and true. And if it be said with the respects of their particular names and designations that they differ, and again, this is true. For though they are the same, Jesus and Prophet Muhammad, yet one does recognize in each separate designation a specific attribute, a particular character. Conceive accordingly the distinction and the variation and the unity characteristic of the various manifestations of holiness, that you may comprehend all the allusions made by the Creator of all names and the attributes to the mysteries of distinction and unity, and discover the answer to your question as to why that everlasting beauty, Prophet Muhammad, should at sundry times call himself by different names and titles. Prophet Muhammad, Jeremiah, the wonderful counselor, the son of man, the seed of David, Yahusha, the second coming of Christ, the Bhagavad, the Buddha, Muhammad Ali, Okarmel, Yalil, so many beautiful names that Yah Almighty gave me. That is why you see me say, oh, I'm Moses. Yes, I'm Enoch. Because it is fulfilled in me, mashallah. Verse 21. Afterwards, the companions and the disciples of Jesus asked him concerning those signs. This must needs signalize the return of his manifestation. And when they asked, when shall these things be? Several times they questioned that peerless beauty. And every time he made a reply and sent forth a special sign that should herald the advent of the promised dispensation to testify to the records of the four gospels. This wronged one will cite but one of these entrances, thus conferring upon mankind for the sake of God such bounties as are yet concealed within the treasury of the hidden and the sacred tree, that happily mortal men may not be deprived of their share of the immortal fruit, and attain to a dewdrop of the waters of everlasting life, which from the abode of peace are being beschaft. From the abode of peace, it is being beschaft unto all mankind, not just one nation of people, all mankind. We, the oneness and unity of God, never need a reward. We don't ask for meed or reward. We nourish your souls for the sake of God, and we seek from you neither recompense nor thanks. This bread, my flesh, this bread from heaven, is the food that conferreth everlasting life upon the pure in heart and the illuminated spirit. This is the bread which is said, Lord, send down upon us your bread from heaven. This bread will never be withheld from them that deserve it, nor can it ever be exhausted. It grows everlasting from the tree of grace, and it descends all seasons from the heavens of justice and mercy. Even as he says, you see not what God likened to a good word, a good tree. His root is firmly fixed, and its branches reaching unto heaven, yielding its fruit in all seasons. Oh, the pity that man should deprive himself of this goodly gift, this imperishable bounty, this everlasting life. It behooves him to prize this food that comes from heaven, that perchance, through the wondrous favors of the Son of Truth, the dead may be brought to life, and the withered souls may be quickened by the beneficent Spirit. Wow. So when they ask you, can you raise the dead? I sure can. Can you do miracles like Jesus did? Can you raise the dead? I'm doing greater miracles. Didn't he tell you? Greater works shall he do who comes after me. Greater works shall he do in my name. This is happening. Jesus is doing greater works. Prophet Muhammad is doing greater works. Yes, this is marvelous. This is great. You are alive in this time. All right, I'm going to read this again. It behooves him to prize this food that comes from heaven, this bread, this eat of my flesh, said Jesus. Come on. This food from heaven that perchance these wondrous favors from the Son of Truth, the dead may be brought to life. The withered souls may be quickened by the beneficent Spirit. So make this quickly, O my brother, that while there is yet still time, our lips may taste the immortal draught from the breeze of life, now blowing from the city of the well-beloved. It cannot last, and the streaming river of holy utterance must needs be stilled, and the portals of Ridvan cannot forever remain open. The day will surely come when the nightingale of paradise will have winged its flight away from its earthly abode unto its heavenly nest. Oh, that's that dove. That's the Holy Spirit that descended upon me like a dove. It's going to come a time I'm going to fly away. I'm going to dip. I'm going to leave earth. It's going to come a time. Surely it's coming when the nightingale of paradise will have winged its flight away from its earthly abode into its heavenly nest. Then will its melody be heard no more, and the beauty of the rose will cease to shine. Seize the time, people, therefore, before the of glory of the divine springtime has spent itself, and the bird of eternity had ceased to warble its melody, and in your inner hearing may not be deprived from the hearkening of its call. This is my counsel unto you and unto the beloved of God. Whosoever wishes, let him turn thereunto, and whosoever wishes, let him turn away, for truly God is independent of him and of what he may see and witness. Wow. That's beautiful. Even the fact, like even me leaving, I mean, it's a bittersweet. You think it's a bittersweet thing, but heaven is the ultimate. It's the ultimate. Being with God is the ultimate accomplishment, man. It's the ultimate accomplishment. And one thing about believers, we are not to fear death. We are not to fear it, okay? So in the name of God, we look forward to seeing him. Now, yeah, I got plenty of work to do. I got work to do here. So don't be talking about, is he finna leave already? He just brought the book. No, whatever y'all do, that's on him. But no, I got work to do, and you got work to do too. Because the harvest is plenty, but the workers are few. So yeah, come on, take up your cross and follow me, man. Take up your cross and follow me. This is the true definition of it. You can't do it without following me. This is Christ. Now you are looking at Jesus. Now you're looking at him. Behold, all right? Yes, Prophet Muhammad right here. Beautiful. Come on, y'all. Sometimes I get a little lonely. Nah, man, I had you up already. I can't bring you back. You was disrespectful. Like, if you come up and just be disrespectful, yeah, another day you might have a chance to redeem yourself, but the same night, you got to pay for that, man. Sorry, it connected to my phone. Yeah, that's probably why I did that. It's all good. Things happen. You are Prophet Muhammad. Yeah, so if people don't believe, that's only gonna wrong them. We ain't trying to make nobody. It's clear. Can't y'all see it? Is it not noticeable? Can you not search me and see my works? Can you not see the fruit that I bear? This is the people in the comment section are my fruit. Look at their lifestyle. Look at how they change. You know what I'm saying? Look at the fruit I bear. Come on now. You know them by the fruit they bear. That's what Jesus said. All right. The music cemented my ear. Nah, don't let the music cement your ear because it's another language of God. You may not be ready for that. You may not understand that language yet, but I can show you how to understand that language too. Music is also from God. He created all things. And we must see, this is the beauty of this teaching. We must see the oneness in everything from God. God created all things. So everything created is from God. So all nations are from God. And there's no longer this, we're no longer doing that superiority thing. Oh, we the children of Israel. Yeah, we are the children of Israel. God did choose us over other nations, but this is not this is a new revelation. And that ain't what it's about now. You love God more, you pray more, you give to the poor more, you fulfill it like that. All right, that's what you do. I need to relearn language and then I will enjoy music again. Well, nah, it's so we're gonna go into one language for all the world, and we're gonna come together with what common terms with it so that everybody know. Right now the language we all speaking is English. Well, everybody try to learn it. So we'll base off that, and there's some words that we'll adopt from other languages. Like this word on my head is Spanish. And this is God in Spanish. And we got words like mashallah and alhamdulillah. So, we're gonna work it out. And God got it already written out. I got people mad at me for helping the poor. Let them get mad, man. It's gonna be people mad at you for telling them that you know Jesus now. knowing what I come from, knowing my steps. And I'm glad God didn't bring me up. Before I got the full manifestation of being Jesus Christ, I didn't believe he existed. So that's an incredible story within itself. And it's kind of like the story of it's like the story of Adam or the story of Mary. When Mary had Jesus, man, imagine in this day and time a woman telling you she pregnant by God, by the Holy Spirit. She pregnant by angel. The Holy Spirit spoke to her and she got pregnant. Ain't none of y'all gonna believe. Ain't nobody gonna believe that. Ain't nobody gonna believe that. I wouldn't say I easily believe it, but at the same time, I wouldn't deny it because I know all things. God can do whatever he want to do. All right, bonjour in Creole, bonjour. All right, that's beautiful. But yeah, man, that's God do whatever he want to do. So when Mary had Jesus and they looking at her like, well, you ain't got no husband, girl. Your daddy a righteous man too. Oh no, we finna tell it. So you get so much ridicule, man. So all of the ridicule and scorn that I do get and my followers get, that's part of taking up your cross. That's a part of being persecuted for my name's sake. You're going to do that if you believe in God, but it's going to be wonderful for us because we're going to have a great ending, mashallah. We're going to have a great ending. You're going to go through stuff, man. Just persevere through it. All right? The Most High is with those who persevere. If you are not having anything happening in your life, you don't have any shortcomings and stuff like that, then, God ain't pleased with you. God ain't something because that's the reason he bring you through struggle so you can grow. He want all of us to grow all the time. He don't want us to stop growing. Thank you. You brought me back from the dead. This man Slade gets it. He gets it. This man gets it. He's a believer. He gets it. I have raised you from the dead, indeed. And the believers can say the same thing. They can attest the same thing. So I remove leprosy too. To remove leprosy from a man is to remove the veil between him and God. So yes, I've cured leprosy. I've brought the dead alive, and it's happening now. It's still happening through these words that I recite. These words that's from God that I recite. It's still happening. It's all good. We're gonna get through the lagging. We're gonna get through it. See, there goes some more people who were raised from the dead. That's, God does what he wills, and he's gonna continue to do so while I'm here. So y'all get the best of these teachings. Y'all work and do y'all work. So whenever we do go and leave, we already did our work. You don't want to be like, man, I ain't finished, or let me go back. I ain't finished. No, we don't want to feel like that. We want to feel accomplished. All right. Brother, do you know what we cause the great falling away? Somebody cause people from not want to believe. That already happened. They not believing in God now. That's so the Bible has been fulfilled. The Bible prophecies are already happened. People just ain't never see it. And another thing, as far as the holy war, ain't no holy war now. It's been annulled. God is bringing peace to the earth, and ain't no more holy war. The weapons of mass destruction and the nuclear bombs will now be used for tools of connecting humanity. Thank you, Yah. Hallelujah. That is another thing that has been declared since my return. Yes, laws have been changed. In the first coming of Jesus, the Sabbath has been annulled. So to you people who are keeping Sabbath or are trying to celebrate Sabbath and keep Sabbath, you're doing a vain thing. It has already been annulled. In the first coming of Jesus, it was annulled, okay? That is why he did what he did on the Sabbath day. He's the Lord of the Sabbath, and you can actually read about that, which that means is it's new times now. It's an update, okay? We got some more updates. We're not commanded to wear fringes anymore. Yep, I see a lot of Israelites still want to wear the fringes and stuff like that. That's cool that you doing that, but that's not a commandment anymore. Now we are allowed to wear what we like. Yep, and the beard law, the law of the beard and not shaving the sides of the head, that's been removed. That's also been annulled. Now you're able to, if you want to rock a beard, you can. I still rock it, even though it's annulled. But now you can shave your beard. You can do what you want to do to it. It's an adornment. Hair is an adornment from God. So, women, the new rules for the believing women, you got to grow your hair. It's an adornment. Don't shave it. You got to grow it. Just don't shave it. If you shave your hair, that's an adornment of God. You're not being considerate of him. Okay. Nothing forceful about it. Just don't shave your head. All right. Any questions? Any questions? What about dietary law? Well, ain't nothing with the dietary law. Ain't nothing changed, but I ain't gonna say nothing changed. So now we are required to take care of ourselves at the utmost. Don't put trash in your body. The Most High you are allowed to have a few beers if that's what you do or that's what you want to do. You're okay to have a few beers and a little wine, little sips of wine here and there that doesn't get you drunk. No, don't, and if you're drinking anything else, you don't do it to get drunk, and don't live in the alcohol store. The Most High the alcohol, that spirits in it, man, and it causes bad things to happen. So that's not promoted amongst us. But if you're gonna chill out and have a little relaxation drink, that's permitted. But we have to take care of our body. So I say that, when you pray, or before you pray or sometime during the day, add in exercises, stretches, so that you can keep your health up to par. The Most High don't like nobody getting real swollen, fat, and slugged out, not caring about their weight. So health is a big thing. If God created you a certain way, mind your health. How to baptize. All right. So to be baptized. So this now you have to be baptized by the fire, and the fire to be baptized is to be on these meetings and to be purified and read these books and believe in them. So this fire, that's why Jesus was telling you, first time it's going to be by water. This time it's going to be by fire. So it's a part of purification, and you have to learn the purification of prayer. And it's not hard to do. It's just dedication. So I'm here to show you that when you are ready. Prophet, speak on how the court will go. Everyone pray for me. Persecution comes out of my. It's not to. It's gonna go how you think it's gonna go. So make sure you fix your thinking and your mindfulness and trust God. And no matter if if you've done something wrong, the Most High is forgiving. And if you didn't do anything wrong and you're in there wrongfully for the sake of God, then they might. People are gonna try to hurt you because of God. So. When it comes to that, you need to look, you need to want that. secret. If somebody trying to get you because you believe in God, and then be willing to let that happen. Other than that, he gonna protect you, man. You ain't got nothing to worry about. I shred of my doubts are gone. Thank you. Appreciate it. Love you to change my thinking. So the change of thinking is one of the first parts, right? Of purification. And so that becomes your world. That becomes your world. So you can get the heaven created in your mind, man. Once it's a mindset, you got to not be a part of the world though. So you got to leave the world behind. And that's why in the first coming of Jesus, he was telling people, take up your cross and follow me. He wasn't telling nobody to die for somebody. You can't die for nobody's sins. No man can die for the sins of others. But you lay down your life for someone that is taking up the cross and following. So that's a beautiful thing. And that's what's still going to go on. Lay your life down for the sake of God. So pleasure of, fleshly pleasure or trying to do what you want to do outside of marriage. Now, marriage, do your thing. That's for us. That's a blessing of God. While you're married, do your thing. Yep. So to my wives, let's have some fun while oh shit. Let's enjoy life. Let's enjoy it while we're here, man. Because we're going to go into the heavens. It's going to be even more. It's going to be even more better and a place that we desire. Almighty say, peace be upon you. Salute, Almighty, may peace be upon you. Javion, son of Yah, says, blessings, my brother. Anything on instructions in the Holy Marriage? Sure. Yeah, I got you, Javion, for sure. Pull out. So this is the book I will, refer you to buy. Matter of fact, you need to buy all these books. But this right here is the morals book right here. The book, it got the morals and precepts in here. And what part of marriage I'm finna go straight to it for you. What part of marriage you talking about? Is it like before marriage, during marriage, or to maintain it? Because if you're looking for somebody to marry, I have some words for you. And if you're to maintain, to strengthen your marriage, I got words for you. All right. So as I'm looking now, you can just put it in the comment section for me. Leo Love Beautiful said, I'm sorry. Respectfully, did you mention wives with an S? Yes, I did, Leo Beautiful. There's not many righteous men in the world, and this is not the reason, but in the Bible it says 7 women will take hold of one man. And it was talking about the latter day. And since men, they act like they don't like women, or they don't protect them, they don't want to lead them, they want to lie, they don't want to teach them right and stuff. And that's what I do. I mean, and all of the righteous prophets had more than one wife. So when you read about Moses and David and Solomon, you'll understand that since we are men of wisdom, understanding, family, growth, business, these things must need be. You have to have, with an S, because servants of God are his wives. The wives are God. The handmaids of God are his servants. So when we're called servants, we're the wives of God. And it's more than one of us. Now I am the head wife of God, but when y'all follow me, y'all are the wives of God too. But I'm just the head wife. So, and with the head wife is all the prophets with me. Abraham, Moses, Noah, Jesus, Job, David, all of us together. So it's a oneness. It's all a oneness and a beautiful thing. Long as you love every wife and permissions, you're not doing them wrong. Yeah, you got to be righteous. You can't do them wrong or mislead them. See, one thing that the Quran made known, and the Quran has a whole chapter for women. It lets you know that you can't hold them against their will, or you can't. They have to be willing. And I don't even, if a woman don't want me, I don't want her. That ain't how I get down. I don't care nothing about quantity and all that. I gotta get quality. And for the second coming of Jesus Christ, Prophet Muhammad, to only have 2 wives, that's something real. That's deep. That lets you know that I'm choosing. I'll make sure I take my time on my choosing, because man, people, it's so easy for folks to give up, and that's what they do. And if you marry me and leave me, God ain't finna let you be happily after that. God can curse. He cursing all your boyfriends and every man after me. So imagine having that type of life. But if you marry me and stay with me, you got the most beautiful life ever. You are married to the point of creation. So it's one of those things that, if the prophet like you and you want to turn him down, like you want to go before God and say, God gonna ask you, why you ain't marry my prophet? What you gonna tell him? I wanted to find better? Or yeah, I think you would be in trouble, man. So people just gotta, you can't be no regular woman to be my woman. I'm Jesus, so you got to know I'm Jesus. You got to stand 10 toes down. You got to be able to proclaim the word. You can't, and so it's deep. It keeps the evil, wicked women away from me. So I'm cool on that, and I thank you to that, because baby, she said, I don't think he was saying that. He was just piggybacking. All right, yeah. All right. I'll be 22. I'm 22. I'll be 23. And I want many wives. I know I need to become my ultimate self. Yeah, so you got to so first of all, get the knowledge. Get the knowledge and understanding of God, and be mindful of him. Then he'll add the things to you that you need to be able to have a secure foundation. Now, you're going to have to make some money, so you're going to, get you a great talent, whatever your great talent is, invest into it, and then make sure your wife believe in you and he support you. It grows from there, man. It grows from there, but pray for it, because the Most High already knows the beginning and the end. You just reach out to him and it comes, man. He knows. I'm reading. I can read about what's going on in mine, so I'm just patient. And one thing I won't do, I won't rush into something that I don't know about a person or something. I have to know and study them, and I have to see their obedience, and I have to see their love for God, and it's gonna be shown in their support and what they do and their actions. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So let's get into these morals and precepts. See, find this marriage, the woman and the man. All right. One called Nature of a Man's Soul. All right. The real man, the weakling. All right. So real man, weakling. The mean man, the unstable man. Oh, shit. The Most High ain't playing with y'all up in here. The Most High ain't playing with y'all up in here. Okay, women. Okay, talk about women. All right, so what's the question my guy had about marriage? Choosing a wife. Okay, choosing a wife. I'll read that. All right, it's Amar. Okay. Choosing a wife. I'll read that. Chapter 16, verse 1. It is the nature of things that man should take unto himself a wife. And the law decrees the need of man for woman. Not every kind of wood is fit to make an arrow, and not every kind of woman is suitable to make a wife. Wow. Wow, this is beautiful. That's right, Slade. That's right. 16 and 2. Examine carefully the woman of your acquaintance, and choose not too fast, nor fix your mind subtly. For upon a proper choice depends your future contentment and joy and the welfare of your children. Ooh. Man, y'all ain't playing. He ain't doing nothing but flowing. Choose not according to face and form alone. All right, y'all know you like them fine and curvy and beautiful. Y'all knows that. He knows. Let's hear it again. Choose not according to face and form alone, for these will pass. Though fairness of face and proportion of figure are not to be disregarded. All right, now y'all say, listen, don't just choose off the face and body alone. Even though I know you want something that look nice now, and I can attest to that. Yeah, you need to take care of yourself to look nice too, women, because you can start off fine, and I see y'all let a man crush y'all life after using y'all up for about 2-3 years, and your body just fall all apart, man. And it just shows you just giving up on yourself because you gave all your best, all your glory to somebody who didn't deserve it. And, now you want to, and now it's time for you to, to be raising back up by a righteous man. The righteous man to get you right. But that's just how it happens. But it'd be better if you not go through that and go come to a righteous man. But following this will save you some trouble and you men a whole lot of trouble. All right. 16 and 4. Oh yeah, you're gonna hear a lot right here. This right here gonna get you right. Lion say what scriptures? This is the Cobrin Bible called the Book of Morals and Precepts. Observe your chosen one and consider her in your solitude. If her mind is overoccupied with dress and adornment, if she laughs too much and talks too loud, if she has a roving foot for pleasure, if she has a bold eye for men, if her manner is crude and her tongue is inclined towards lewdness, and then her beauty can be as that of a sun disk, and her shape can be formed to perfection. Turn from her path and set your heart against her charms. Dismiss from your mind the alluring fathoms of the imagination. Yeah, man, I don't care how beautiful he is, how fine you is. We could be talking and you got to, if I see you ain't following God or you don't care nothing about God, all that, just go out the door. I'm going to turn from you just like God told me to. The Most High create whatever he wills. You don't think, if you not for me, you don't think he going to create somebody for me? Come on. Big period. All right. You got to think like that, people. That's what you got to think like. And not, to some people who trying to play around with you. Beautiful instructions. That's right, Javion. Watch this. It just continues to get better. Your body may incline towards her, but it drags you towards sorrow. If her body calls and your heart says nay, then flee from her presence and see her no more. The heart of a wise man chooses his wife, but the wife of a weakling is chosen by his body. No lies, no lies. Verse 16. When you find a maiden who can be reasonable, your companion, who possesses a loyal and steadfast heart, sensitive of spirit, piety and gentleness, delicacy of mind, softness in manner, who is intelligent and joyous, and with all of this has a lively spirit, gather her to your arms, for she is worthy indeed to be your wife. Indeed to be your wife. She's worthy indeed to be your wife. And she will be prudent and temperate and a fitting mother for your children. And above all, you will have a treasure beyond price. He who chooses a good mother for his children will find contentment and joy in his wife. Mashallah. Wow, that is so beautiful right there. Listen, that's perfection. That is perfection. Follow that. That's what your perfection. I know. I know. Praise Yah Almighty. My children are overjoyed. Verse 16, chapter 16, verse 7. Judge not your chosen by your own opinions alone, for your eyes are clouded and your judgment is confused. Judge her by the opinions of other men. Is she sought by them as a wife, or is she one whom men follow for their pleasure? Ooh, wow, man, that's hard right there. That right there was so hard. They got to settle in right there. Hold on. God, y'all so hard. That was cold. Judge not your chosen by your own opinions alone, for your eyes are clouded and your judgment is confused. When you see a beautiful woman, man, that's what it'll do. She's saying all the right things. It sounds so you just melt. All right, don't judge by that though. You got to do a little further more investigation. You got to see what's going on. Now, are other men, when other men talk about this woman, you know, the opinions of other men, do they want to marry this woman or do they want to sleep with this woman? Now, if you want to marry her, of course, you know, other men gonna want to marry her too, because that's what a beautiful, reserved, righteous woman gonna bring about. But are men talking about sleeping with her all the time? Yeah, so that brings out about something else, because she might be promoting that. You know, and if she's promoting that, don't marry her. All right? Judge her by the appearance of other men. Is she sought by them as a wife? Or is it she who men follow for their pleasure? The greatest gift that life can bestow upon a man is a good wife. Therefore, be diligent and prudent in your search. For a good wife is not gathered by the wayside. Ooh. Man, listen. I got two. Do I want more? I do. Do I know how many it's going? I don't. I mean, it's written in scripture. I got to read it again to see how many I'm going to actually have. But am I patient? I am. Am I patient? Yes, I am. Because I follow what the Most High revealed to me. And I'm not finna have no woman that don't know who I am. I'm not talking to no woman who don't know who I am. It's just not happening. No, we ain't going to do that. But remember this, I'm going to repeat this so men and women can know. The greatest gift that life can bestow upon a man is a good wife. And that only comes from God. That is why it says in Proverbs 31, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. All right. It might not be Proverbs 31. It's been a minute since I've been in, but it's in Proverbs. All right. We can get to it. This is a good thing. All right. Verse 16 and 19. In your search for a fitting wife, you will have many competitors. For though the divisions of men and women are nearly equal, Many are the women who are unsuitable. Be diligent so you won't sorrow. And you find none left to choose from, but those whose men have passed over. Wow. Wow. Let me read it again. In your search for a fitting wife, you will have many competitors. So there's other men out here trying to marry the woman you trying to marry. There's other women out here other men out here looking at the woman you looking at, or trying to teach the woman you want to teach. All right. Through the divisions of men and women are nearly equal. Many are the women who are unsuitable. So it's more women who are unsuitable for marriage. There are more women. Now, according to this, it say the number of women and men are near equal, even though more men might be locked up. But it's saying that there are more unsuitable women for marriage. So you can find what they call a common woman anywhere. You can find them anywhere. But a wife, it's hard to find. Hard to find a wife. Come on, all right. Be diligent so you won't sorrow, and find none to choose from when other men have passed over. Because, if they ain't being taught by righteousness, they going to get played around with. And then that's all you're going to have to choose from is the passed over ones. I don't want to marry her. I don't want to marry her. I don't want to marry her. Okay, I got to come on to daddy. That's what's going to happen. 16 and 10. No one but the fool takes to wife the common woman, for she has her price and her availability to all men. Nor the weak woman, for she can be taken by any man. Wow. All right, men, I hope you're listening. I hope you're listening to the second coming of Jesus Christ. It's clear for you. He's telling you what to do. Prophet Muhammad. Seed of David. David himself. All right. No one but a fool will take a wife as a common woman. A common woman is she worried about showing off everything else to everybody else. Y'all walking out, y'all in the mall, and she got that body showing. Everybody looking, people turning their head. That's what happened. All right. No, you should use a fool to marry her. For she has a price and an availability. Somebody can go on her OnlyFans right now and book her for $300. Somebody can go on Gram right now, your girl OnlyFans page, and book her for a session for $300. It might not be that much. It might be $125. She got a price. She can be bought. My women, they not gonna be able to be bought. So if you plan on being with the wonderful counselor and you ain't sold out to God, you can be bought. You won't be with the wonderful counselor. All right, because a fool only takes a wife, a common woman. 16 and 11. Yet these two, as their attractions wane, will seek a husband for their old age, and lacking the attractiveness of virtue. Wow. Didn't I just say that? They'll let a man use them up. Then after they get used up, they want to come to her. Oh, man. Wow. Hold on. Let me read it. Hold on. Because yet these two, as their attractions wane and fade, will seek a husband for their old age, and lacking the attractiveness of virtue, will set their trap for the unwary. They will find their prey among the weaklings who care not about their wives' virtue for they will take secret pleasure in their own humiliation and debasement. Uh-oh. Peace, Yahweh girl, peace. Uh-oh. So, yeah, only a weak man gonna take that. You will find their prey among the weaklings. They gonna go find some weak men, and weak men gonna let them talk bad to them. You done used up your whole life with somebody that ain't care nothing about you, talk to you bad. Now, you gonna go find you a weak man and break him down like you got broke down. Stay away from that. Yaquiz Israel, salute. Peace be upon you. Peace to Yaquiz too. All right, verse 16 and 12. No man is more generous than he who marries a common woman, for he shares her with everyone. How you feel? What? You just... Did the Most High just call your woman a thought? Wow. That ain't a good feeling, man. That ain't a good feeling. Shit, if you live life, you done been there before. You done live life. So you done been in that place. No man is more generous than a man who marries a common woman, for he shares her with the multitude. You messed up. You sharing her with everybody else. Listen, if I even got to think about you cheating on me, I'm not even trying to marry you. I'm not going to make no mistake of marrying somebody that I'm thinking cheating or they want to hide phones and, you know what? We good. Let's just not go there. 16 and 13. When you find a good woman, cherish her as your greatest treasure. Let your kindness and consideration take possession of her heart. She is the mistress in your home, so treat her with respect, that the servant shall obey her, and the stranger shall treat her with indifference. If a man treat not his wife with respect, can he take offense when other men, observing this, treat her likewise? Nah, he can't take offense. He can't take offense. I love and respect my wives. And my head wife, she knows she's loved and respected too, because what she's done. A good woman, greatest treasure, and taken in possession. Because, man, when you walk a certain way, it's gonna see it. Your light gonna shine. It's gonna be seen. What chapter of Proverbs? Now, this ain't Proverbs here, man. I have the Colburn Bible here. This is called the Colburn Bible. This is the Bible. This is like this is a part of my new revelations. So this is added with my new teachings, and it fits. It's perfect. It's a perfect book. I mean, it's a lot of stuff in here that comes from different. You might think come from different origins. Egyptologists. It's all from God. And it's been revealed to me as the truth, and I've added to my life and been living by it and teaching it to the followers, man. And it's one of the most beautiful things in our new revelations. God gave me, so this is a part of my story, man. When Jesus' spirit entered into me, God gave me like 10 books after that. Like within a week or 2 week span, Jesus' spirit came into me. Within a week or 2 week span, I got 13 books. I'm being completely honest with you guys. I read, but I've never read like that. I'll read a little bit here and there. God will teach me. I'll go on. God gave me all these books at one time, man. And they all are perfect and beautiful, and they line up. They perfectly beautiful, and they line up. So, yeah, we're going to keep flowing in this, man. If y'all hear some BS, stop me. You're not going to hear that, because this is the most beautiful thing that happen. All right. As she is your partner of your cares and the helpmate with your burdens, do not deny her companionship and pleasure. Be faithful and constant to her, for she is the mother of your children. All right, so yeah, man, if your wife want to get some and she trying to make it happen, yeah, don't hold it back. Whatever her pleasure is, she like to eat. If she like to have fruit, snacks at night, if she wants you to love on her a lot more, do it. Yeah, this has got to be done, and love your wife. You're supposed to love her. Your wife, if you have wives, love them. That's the only way. Now, if they want to be mindless of you and mindless of God, there's ways to handle these things, which is talked about in the Quran. But the Most High wants you to do all things through love. And through loving properly, everything is fixed, all right? I wish I learned this sooner, but mashallah. What you say, man? I learned this at this age. I learned this at my age. So don't be upset. Like, listen, don't be. It's just beautiful to have it. to have it revealed to us. Yael to say, I love these books. I'm telling you. So this, all right. So watch what Yael to said, right? Watch what he said. I'm finna go into a whole different book. Now, this is the 54 book Apocrypha. It's a 54 book Apocrypha. Watch this. All right. First Enoch. All right. First Enoch. This is, all right. First Enoch chapter 104. Verse 12. First Enoch chapter 104, verse 12. Off his comment, I love these books. Then I know another mystery, that scrolls will be given to the righteous and the wise, and they will become a cause of joy and uprightness and much wisdom. And these scrolls will be given to them, and they will believe in them, and they will rejoice in them. And then all those who have followed the righteous, who have learned from the paths of uprightness, will be repaid. Prophecy fulfilled. Prophecy fulfilled. Scrolls will be given to who? The righteous. We got them. We got them. Don't you love these books? Ain't that what you said, y'all? Do you love these books? Prophecy fulfilled. Enoch brought us the books. We love these books. Prophecy fulfilled. See how perfect that is? How is it possible that I can go in one of these books and read it from the same book we just read it from? How is it possible? All right, beautiful. That book, that all of them connect. All of them connect. MashaAllah, hallelujah, alhamdulillah, subhanallah. All right, let's do it. He who drinks water from his own fountain knows his water to be clean. But he who draws water from his own well knows it to be pure. You ever drink water from a fountain you know nothing about? You smell the water, it don't smell right. You don't know where the source coming from. Everybody drink from that fountain. Nothing like drinking out of your own cup, is it? That cup right there got the prophet name on it right there. Watch this, watch this, watch this. See how I put my mouth on it? I ain't gotta hold it like this. I don't have to put, I can put my tongue in. Why? Because it's my cup. I can take the top off of it. It's my cup. Yeah, but if you got a cup that ain't yours, you don't know where it been, if it been washed, you, fingerprints all on the cup. Oh, marks and stuff. Nah, man, nah, I can't drink out that. You don't know, somebody could have harked the spit up in there. Nah, buddy, that's what y'all doing out here with these women, man. Y'all using the same women. When y'all sleeping with, buddy gone to work. You sleeping there up in his house. You want to go in his house while he at work. Boy, you nasty, boy. You don't know what's going on, bro. That's nasty. It's disgusting, bro. We not living like that. I want my own cup that I'm drinking out of. My name on it. I should say, oh goodness, don't do it like that. I gotta go hard like that so people can understand. Yes, my cup. I like my own cup. I want my own stuff. I'm in, this is my shirt. I'm in this. I'm wearing this. My skin touching this. That's how we supposed to, that's what we want, okay? You know it to be clean when it's yours. Verse 16. In times of affliction and pain, when your wife suffers in sickness and travail, soothe her with tender words and gentle countenance, a look of symphony and gesture of understanding from you will mitigate her trouble and be of more avail than the attention of many physicians. Ooh, the Most High just flowed. Yeah, straight truth. Straight truth, Javion. I'm trying to tell you, man, this is the fountain of wisdom, buddy. Yeah, I know my wife can attest to that too. She always I don't feel good and stuff. I'm there to the rescue, knowing I'm the wonderful counselor. But since you know I'm the wonderful counselor, try to make it a little tougher for me. So, yeah, baby, what's the matter? What's the matter, love? Is there anything that I can do to assist you to make you feel better? Oh, I got you. I'm tucking her in, giving her ice pipe for her head. No, I ain't gonna do my baby like that. Yeah, I'd say ice pack. No, they got the little headache pack thing, man, where you gonna take your tension off your head and stuff like that. I got that for my baby when she had a headache. I didn't even know she had a headache. I just was thinking about it and got it, and it was perfect timing. But yeah, this is true. Let me read it again. In times of affliction and pain, when your wife suffers in sickness or travail is giving birth, that's gonna happen too, especially if y'all do home births and stuff, man. That's a whole nother one. Soothe her with tender words and gentle countenance. I wish I had this book a lot earlier too, but perfect timing. A look of sympathy and a gentle gesture of understanding will mitigate her trouble and be more avail than many physicians. I be working a lot, but I be needing you a lot. You take my stress away. That's why I come see you. That's why I come to you. I come to you and do that for you. All right, just what it's saying right here. I have to apply that. All right, verse 17. Consider the delicacy of her womanhood and the fertility of her body. Comfort her in grief and bear with her in weakness. Bring wisdom and understanding to your aid. For if in marriage one is wise, two are happy. Wow. If one is wise in marriage, two are happy. And do not marry while too young, for you have not experienced enough to train your son, nor wait till you're too old to get married, that you have no patience for your child. There is a mean in marriage in all things. He who chooses his wife rashly or in haste, quickness, spends slow years in regret and repentance. I did that before. My first marriage was too fast. And I didn't have the knowledge I had now, but God was raising me up. So, I ain't, not to pass is the past. But, just all you had to do, is just believe in me, stick with me from, then, and you'd still be here. My first wife, she's been with me over 10 years. So, and not my first marriage, that's a divorce, but my second marriage, which is now called my first wife, she's been with me over 10 years. So if a person a person couldn't see the light before then, it's time to move on. So, I've had people come and go, and, relationship wise, family wise, follower wise, it happened in many ways. So the Most High has prepared me for all these things. And it shows, it's a test, through a test of time and perseverance, who's truly going to be there with you. All right. And time, and one thing about time, time, you can waste a lot of time too. You can be in a place a long time and not get any growth or productivity. And you can hold yourself back. So it's about what you do with your time. Because y'all know that the Most High gonna take me away from here. And I got to go dwell with him. So, don't just be sitting back looking crazy, not asking no questions and, in awe or not talking to the counselor because you're trying to see something else. But just see how that turn out for him. Salute, y'all, Elder Israel. Peace be upon you. Anybody got any questions, man? Anybody got any questions? right, let's see. I'm gonna read a little more. The counsel of a wife is wise and bent to your own benefit, but the counsel of an outside woman serves as her own ends. So, man, if your wife is giving you some type of counsel and understanding, and you know she learned from God and God chose her, listen to your wife. Yeah, the counsel of a wife is wise and bent to your own benefit. So yeah, the Most High gave her thoughts that's gonna benefit you. The Most High gave her thoughts that's gonna benefit you. I know, because I'm benefiting. Right. All right. But an outside woman is gonna give you counsel that serves her own end. So don't be having no outside woman and asking her for stuff that, you know, to run what you got going on inside. She gonna tear it down. I get my counsel from God, but when my wife, I listen to my wife. Hey, what you think about that? Oh yeah, well, let's do it. And I know they like that. So yeah, when you do what you're supposed to do, you're making good decisions. Now, if you're not making good decisions, I'm gonna be like, hold on. But see, since you get a wife from God, God has bent her wisdom to your benefit. God has bent her wisdom to your benefit. Got all the books. If you need a copy, get through or send money to him or me. I will put you on. You got all the books, Slade? Shit, I ain't know you. I got mine is in my my bio, my link tree. I just added a link tree. You will see Amazon in there in the link tree. I got 2 books right now up, the Katabi Khan and the Katabi Kadas. Gonna add more books soon as I learn how to continue to work with it. But you know, praise the Most High Yah for what He has done. Can you show me the book one more time? Oh, for sure. The Colbreen Bible. This is a softback. This is softback right here, Colbreen. It's like I said, I'm gonna have it on my shop pretty soon. He was punching that punching bag so much I had to move it out of his room so he can rest. Girl, I'm gonna move it back in there then. Yeah, so she just yeah, that was one of her counsels. I was in there, you know, I like watching UFC, MMA, you know, whatever, you know, MMA. Boxing, not so much. It's okay. I watch a little boxing, but MMA, yeah. So, you know, I was doing my workout on my bag, and I did 100 punches, you know, and she thought that was a lot. And I mean, in a fight, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it might be a good bit in the fight. I've seen, you know, Max Holloway threw like 300 something punches. So she just be like, so she moved my bag, and I ain't punched on it in about 4 days. But no, yeah, that workout, we are commanded to work out so that we can keep our health up. And I encourage you all to do a form of workout daily so that you can stay in shape, man. We're gonna be the people who believe in God is gonna have the best, gonna be the most fit. Oh, I did 200 punches. Oh, I knew it had to be more than 100 punches. Yeah, it was 100 with each arm. Poor punching bag didn't stand a chance. Well, hey, the prophet ain't gonna have to get into no MMA ring and stuff now. And I know already the Spirit of Jesus that came into me, but if not, yeah, I was gonna have to do it. Is the Katabi Kadas on your TikTok shop? Not my TikTok, is gonna be in my link tree. They don't sell them books on TikTok. That's the only reason. Now, y'all know I would have been made a video. I would have put it in there because TikTok make it easy for to link the books and stuff like that. But now, you know, it's in my link tree. My link tree has my Amazon up there. And yeah, you'll see the Katabi Kadas up there. And they may sell out of something, so make sure you go ahead and get your copy. I'm gonna have the Colbreen up there tomorrow, or as soon as I find out. Inshallah. Inshallah. As soon as I find out, the Katabi Goddess, yes, is up in the link tree right now. Must have, man, for the believers. Yes, that's the only reason I was like, okay, we need the rest, Big Daddy. Yeah. I had got my rest in. I appreciate you caring about me. I did consider you. I ain't say nothing. I let you take it on out. Even though I did enjoy punching on it every night. I'm going to get it back going up in there. Yeah. You already know Yacht Marcus, man. Yacht Marcus knocked a couple people out. Yacht Marcus he did MMA, so yeah, it was good to watch some of your fight. We still can watch some of Yacht Marcus fight, so that'd be pretty cool. I got a movie, so I got a Netflix series we're gonna watch. We had already started watching it. We start watching it early in the year, season 1. But we're gonna have to watch season 2 now. Season 2 has came out, and if you did not know, it's about me. These people got a movie series about me. The only difference, or the difference in this series, is that the nationality of the man. They call the man Chairman Jong, and he's Asian, but he's playing the role of me, and the man is. I haven't seen a movie so accurate. They're not calling him Muhammad, they're not calling him Jesus, but they know he the manifestation of God. I haven't seen him. It's accurate, man. Accurate with my teachings and everything. Like accurate with, so and you have to be able to see the spirituality of it. So I'm not tonight. We're gonna do it on another one, and I'm gonna walk y'all through it, and we're gonna watch it, man. And y'all gonna be happy to check that out. Say this is trippy. Yeah, man, that's what the Most High does. And just believe, man. It's like just believe him, his signs, and his like the bush never start burning. Moses went up on the mountain in the bush and seen the burning bush. Now I'm on the mountain, watch the burning bush. Yeah, Jesus saw the burning bush right here with me. So it's happened again. This is the proof of it. I got books that ain't nobody teaching from. Well, is it the fact that they are available? God gave me the revelation. You see what I'm saying? God gave me the true revelation. The people who had this book right here, this is the Quran. They had this book for a long time. They don't have the true revelation of the Quran. I have the true revelation of the Quran. And I have a book giving a detailed explanation of the verses of the Bible and the Quran. I have that. And I'm bringing it forth to you. What chapter did you read today? What chapter was that? Man, I read from a couple books, so I don't know exactly what chapter it is, but whatever you need to be informed on, I can inform you. If you have any questions or any scriptures that you want to get some understanding on, I'll definitely break that down to you. Donna Smith, peace be upon you. Good to have you in. Say, I'll move it back. All right, I got to get my gloves right. All right. Hallelujah. All right. We're going to get into some more of these beautiful books. Yep, the Colburn Bible. I was reading in Morals and Precepts about marriage. I think it was finding a wife. Finding a wife. All right. Finding a wife. All right, this is all right, I just opened this book. This is First Enoch. I just was opening it, but it landed on it, so I gotta talk about it. First Enoch chapter 48. It's talking about me teaching you guys. Verse 1. And in that place I saw the fountain of righteousness. Okay. In that place I saw the fountain of righteousness. That's me. And the fountain of wisdom. Okay, so fountain of righteousness is the fountain of wisdom. That's me. which was inexhaustible. So when Jesus said, he said, this fountain never run out. That's the same speech. And many fountains of wisdom were around it. So the fountains of wisdom in this passage is talking about those who follow me, the wise people who understand and follow me. And all of the thirsty drink from them. Drink of my flesh, eat of my flesh, drink of my blood. This is the fountain of wisdom. Whosoever drink of this water will have everlasting life. Whosoever drink of this fountain shall have everlasting life. Behold, the fountain of wisdom. All right. And all who drank from them were filled with wisdom and hope, and their dwellings were with the righteous, the holy, and the chosen ones. And at that hour, that Son of Man was named in the presence of the Lord of spirits. And his name was before the head of days. Yes, before the suns and the signs were created. His name was before the Lord of spirits. And he will be a staff for the righteous to stay themselves on and not fall. And he will be the light of the nations and the hope of those who have a troubled heart. And all who dwell on the earth will fall down and worship before him and will praise and bless and celebrate the Lord of spirits with songs. And for this reason, he has been chosen and hidden. He has been chosen and hidden. Uh-oh, that was another book, wasn't it? He has been chosen and hidden before him, before the creation of the world, and before forevermore. And the wisdom of the Lord of spirits has revealed him to the holy and the righteous. For he has preserved the lot of the righteous, because they have hated and despised this world of unrighteousness, and have hated its works and ways in the name of God. They are saved in his name, and it has been in regard to their life according to his good pleasure. Perfection. Have you ever seen such perfection? Okay, Book of Enoch, found the wisdom. All right. The Book of Enoch talk about the fountain of wisdom. All right. The Book of Enoch talks about the fountain of wisdom. He was chosen and hidden before the creation of the world. Wow, this is perfect. This is perfection. Yep, before the suns and the signs were created. All right, so let's go to John 1:1. Let's go to John 1:1. It all matters. It all go together. Where is that? All right. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was the manifestation of God. Before anything existed, there was Christ, Prophet Muhammad, with God. For anything that existed, Muhammad was with God. Now, the New Testament says Christ, but Christ is Muhammad. So the first creation of the world, before the world was created, was Prophet Muhammad. It's right here confirmed. Before anything else existed, there was Christ. Okay? God created everything there is. Nothing exists that he didn't make. Eternal life is in him. And this life gives light to all mankind. So in me is eternal life. Whoever drinks from this fountain, that's what Jesus said, right? Don't y'all know the words? Whosoever drink from this fountain shall never thirst, but have everlasting life. All right? This light gives life to all mankind. So I'm the fountain of wisdom. I'm the Spirit of Christ. If you want to live forever, follow me. Take up your cross and follow me. It's all here. His life is a light that shines through the darkness, and the darkness can never extinguish it. What is the darkness? the evildoers, the ridiculers, the scoffers. They can't stop this light. Hallelujah, Whitney. Hallelujah. Peace, Zeke. All right, the wife say Barnabas 39. Okay, let's do it. Barnabas 39. All right, Barnabas 39. This is a certain verse. Let's see. Oh, just the whole 39. Then said John, well have you spoken, O master, but we lack to know how man sinned through pride. And Jesus answered, when God had expelled Satan and the angel Gabriel had purified the mass of earth whereon Satan spat, God created everything that lives, both of animals that fly and of them that walk and swim. He adorned the world with all it has. One day Satan approached unto the gates of paradise, and seeing the horses eating grass, he announced to them that if that mass of earth should receive a soul, there would be for them grievous labor, and that there it would be to their advantage to trample that piece of earth, in such wise that it should be no more good for anything. The horses aroused themselves and impetuously set themselves to run over that piece of earth, which lay among the lilies and roses, whereupon God gave the spirit to that unclean portion of the earth, which lay the spittle of Satan, which Gabriel had taken up from the mass, and raised up the dog, who barking filled the horses with fear, and they fled. Then God gave his soul to man, while all the holy angels sang, blessed be your holy name, O God our Lord. Adam, having sprung upon his feet, saw in the air a writing that shone like the sun, which said, there is only one God, and Muhammad is the messenger of God. Whereupon Adam opened his mouth and said, I thank you, O Lord, my God, that you have designed to create me. But tell me, and I'm asking you, what do you mean with these words, Muhammad is the messenger of God? Is there another man who has been created before me? Then God said, be you welcome, O my servant Adam. I do tell you that you are the first man who I have created. And he who you have seen mentioned is your son, who shall come into the world many years after you, and shall be my messenger, for whom I have created all things, and who shall give light to the world when he shall come, and whose soul was set in celestial splendor 60,000 years before I made anything. And Adam asked God, saying, Lord, grant me this writing upon the nails of my fingers of my hands. Then God gave to the first man upon his thumbs writing. Upon the thumbnail of the right had said, there is only one God. And upon the thumbnail of the left it said, Muhammad is the messenger of God. Then with fatherly affection, the first man to exist kissed those words and rubbed his eyes and said, blessed be that day when you shall come into the world, Muhammad. Seeing the man alone, God said, it is not well that he should remain alone. Whereupon he made him sleep and took a rib from his heart, filling it with a piece of flesh, a rib near his heart, filling the place with flesh. And from that rib he made Eve, and gave her to Adam for his wife. And he set twain of them as lords of paradise. And to whom he said, behold, I give you every fruit to eat, except the apples and the corn. And whereof he said, beware that in no wise you should eat these fruits. Right here they added apples. We know this is a fig. It's been revealed in the book of truth that is figs. All right. Beware that in no wise you eat this fruit, for you shall become unclean, insomuch that I will not suffer you to remain here, but drive you forth, and you shall suffer great miseries. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Chapter 39. There is only one God, and Muhammad is the messenger of God. That's it. That was on the first man's finger to ever live, and it is confirmed here in these scriptures. Yep, beautiful. Any questions? Yeah, it was just study night. I stayed a little longer for y'all. I like to talk the words of God with my people. Stayed a little long with y'all tonight, but before I get off of here, I'm gonna read this. Adam, the first man, Adam was made of flesh. Adam is the Lord from heaven. Yeah, Adam was the first man made of flesh. But the point of creation is Prophet Muhammad, the reason why God created the earth. Yeah, the reason why. Yeah, Adam first, and that is my father. But the reason why God created anything is because of Prophet Muhammad. Okay, this is from the Gleanings. I'm gonna read from the book of Gleanings. All right, and I'm gonna get this is before I get off. I'm finna get off, but I'm gonna read the Gleanings to y'all. Gleanings chapter 28. Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Abba. Glorified be Yah. Happy is the man who will raise to serve my cause and glorify my beauteous name. Take hold of my book with power of might and cleave tenaciously to whatsoever commandment your Lord, the ordainer, the all-wise, has prescribed therein. Behold, O Muhammad, how the sayings and the doings of the followers of Shi Islam have dulled the joy and favor of its early days and tarnished the pristine brilliancy of its light. In its primitive days, while they still adhered to the precepts and associated with the name of their prophet, the Lord of mankind, their career was marked by an unbroken chain of victories and triumphs. And as they gradually strayed from the path of their ideal leader and master, as they turned away from the light of God and corrupted the principle of his divine unity, as they increasingly centered their attention upon them who were the only revealers of this potency of his word, their power was turned into weakness, and their glory was turned into shame, and their courage into fear. And you do witness to what has come to pass. They have come. Behold how they have joined partners with him who is the focal point of divine unity. And behold how their evil doings have hindered them from recognizing in the day of resurrection the word of truth. Exalted be his glory. We cherish the hope that this people will find henceforth themselves and shield themselves from vain hopes and idle fancies, and will attain to true understanding of the meaning of divine unity. Wow. This is beautiful right here. The person of this manifestation has ever been the representative and the mouthpiece of God. Wow. The person of this manifestation has always been the representation and the mouthpiece of God. He in truth is the dayspring of God's most excellent titles and the dawning place of his exalted attributes. If any be set up by his side as peers, if they regard it as identical with his persons, then how can it then be maintained that that divine being is one and incomparable, that his essence is indivisible and peerless? Meditate on that which we, through the power of truth, has revealed unto you, if you be of them who comprehend the meaning. Ooh. Man, I don't know if y'all gonna get that one. I closed the book on that one. I don't know if y'all gonna get it, man. That was deep right there. And I ain't gonna just give you the answer. You gotta meditate on it. Wow, 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 wow. Let's see what's going on here.
Hey, I was on here earlier, but I realized I never asked you why you believe that you are a prophet. I think we were talking about something else, but I never asked you that.
Well, do you know any other man on earth that has what I have?
What is that?
I have a book from heaven explaining the verses of the Bible and the Quran when no man throughout all humanity has ever been able to explain the words of God. I have a book explaining the truth about the words of God. Ain't nobody ever done that before. That's greater than Jesus didn't even have that. That's greater than what he did.
So what about you're saying the Quran? Okay, well,
Yeah, so I'm saying I have, and I also have a revelation after the Quran. Nobody has ever done that. I done that. So it's no question about it, me being a prophet. I'm the prophet, and everybody sees it. We have no more questions anymore.
so what proofs is there in the revelation that you supposedly got? So like what miracles are there in that? Because the Quran has miracles, right? So it's like
In what book? What miracles in what book?
the one that you say that you
I've raised the dead. I've raised the dead and brought lepers. I've killed. So everything that you heard Jesus had done, this is what I'm doing with this book. I've raised the dead. I've healed the lepers. I've done it with this book, just by saying, just reciting with this book. So this is the thing. If a person can't see this divine sunlight here, this sun of righteousness, we're not arguing with them to see so. And if they think it's somebody else a prophet, we encourage them to go follow them. We don't ask nobody for no reward or anything, man. You don't know a person that's doing what I'm doing. Have you ever seen a person teaching from this name, the Quran? You never seen that. This is for all humanity. So now you're actually seeing Prophet Muhammad, Moses, Jesus. You're seeing all of the prophets manifested in one person. So don't just ask foolish questions. Go do some research.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out some information about
so
this.
you gotta seek though. That's what Jesus said. Seek and you shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you.
Okay, so the thing is about like previous prophets like Musa, like Moses and all the other prophets, is that the prophets before the Prophet Muhammad والسلام, had miracles that were shown at the time. For example, the splitting of the sea. That's something that was only visible for them.
So this is the thing. You can't, if a person can't receive God, so with all those miracles that Moses did the person who raised Moses believe?
Sorry.
The person who raised Moses from a baby, seeing all those miracles, all those insects, all those frogs, even seeing the ocean split up, did they believe in God?
Did the person who saw the ocean?
They ain't believe. They ain't believe.
Okay,
so listen. So pay attention. I'm helping you out.
Okay.
With all the stuff Moses did, they still didn't believe. Moses even beat his musicians. They still didn't believe. Now, I've just told you I have the hugest revelation that ever happened to all humanity. So my works has been greater than any man you can possibly name. You can't even create a name.
Okay, could you read out to me like?
No, I'm not done. You're not you're not leaving.
Sorry.
What's going on?
I apologize.
Okay, yeah. So it's for your own good. So with me saying that, it's on you if you wanna acknowledge this to be truth, or you want to try to prove it false, which would be foolish. It's on you to do due diligent research. What work has been done that this man has surpassed? What has he surpassed? You look at all the things that's been done by all the prophets. What I'm doing has surpassed all of that. Fire from heaven, the splitting of a sea, all of that's been surpassed now.
Okay, so in the text that you have, could you like read out maybe like just like one of the miracles that you're claiming it has?
Well, yeah, well, and not just miracles. It's not just. It's just not about miracles.
Okay.
It's just not about miracles. I'm gonna read for you a change of a law. Okay, so in the Bible it
what is
says
that?
you must keep the Sabbath perpetually, right?
Okay.
Okay, now the Sabbath you don't have to keep it no more. I'm saying that with my mouth. The Sabbath has been annulled. Okay, that's humongous. Now it's going to make a lot of divines and religious people mad. I don't care because God has. I'm doing this under the authority of God. I'm the manifestation of God. So another thing, the Holy War, World War III. Well, if y'all looking for a World War III, it's not going to happen. That has also been removed from the scriptures of the Bible.
So
Peace is going to take place now.
So let me think here. So are you saying that you are the man, like that you are God? Is that what you're saying, or you are a prophet?
Well, I'm the manifestation of God. I'm all of it.
So could you like just do something for me right now, just so like to prove that you're the manifestation of God? Like, could you like?
You're looking at me. If you can't see it, looking at me, it's not. You got veils, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's gonna be people who are veiled out. You just sit here and agree with me that Moses split a sea, and Moses did all these beautiful things. He still had people who disbelieved in him. A staircase. Now heaven is open. The door of heaven is wide open. You can't see it though, and it's open for you to come in and get a part of this eternal life. But you're still trying to question my books when ain't nobody has ever brought this what I'm doing. It's never been done before. So it's like you're not reading what you say you believe in, because I'm throughout the Quran, I'm throughout the Bible, I'm throughout the New Testament. What book you believe so that we can start from there?
Well, for example, the disbelievers asked the Prophet Muhammad والسلام, to split the moon.
Yeah. Okay.
For a miracle. I mean, like.
So when did he split the moon?
Well, it's in the Quran that he split the moon.
It never. That didn't happen. So.
No, but it did.
So no, it never happened.
Together.
You
Let's
can't.
go back together.
No, listen. You're not listening, man. Slow down.
Okay.
Joe, it says it's in the Quran, but I'm gonna read it to you because you're not reading it right.
Oh.
I'm gonna let you read it.
Okay.
Because that's why I'm saying you got to learn from Muhammad in order to understand the Quran. Now it is Quran chapter, let's see, 75.
Can I ask you a question, like while you're pulling that up?
We got no. Don't ask no. We got what you just said. So,
yeah, let's do this first. You're right.
Quran chapter 54.
All
right. So read from 1 through 7.
Okay, this is the English translation I'm reading. The hour has drawn near, and the moon was split into two.
All right, stop right there.
Okay.
Say it again.
The hour has drawn near, and the moon was split into.
So what is the hour?
The hour, like the final hour, like the day of judgment.
So you think 1400 years ago that the final hour had drawn near?
Well, yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. So that's 1400 years later. The world's still here. We're at the final hour. Like that's
so what I'm saying. This is false.
I'm saying that your interpretation, you're wronging yourself. You're misinterpreting the scripture. You're distorting it with your hands. Now, do you want to hear the truth of this?
Well, what's the correct interpretation?
It's not about an interpretation. I'm not doing that, man.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you that I have the truth of this, and I'm gonna show you that if you can be quiet and answer my questions.
I'll go on mute.
No, don't go on mute. Don't go on mute. I want you to take your time and stop trying to outrun yourself. Now, let me ask you this question. Okay. Didn't they just reveal about a month or two ago that there will be 2 moons in the sky? Yes or no?
I've not heard anything like this.
You need to do. That's why I say you got to do some research. Now, there are 2 moons in the sky right now. But
that's 2 separate moons. This is saying the moon.
No, but
not the moons.
No, hold on. on. Has there ever been two separate moons in all mankind history?
No, and this isn't saying two separate moons. This is
No,
talking
what
about
is,
one moon.
no. It said the moon was split into what?
In two.
Oh,
Not in,
so how many moons in the sky?
no, it says in two, not in
No,
two.
that's how you understand it.
My
So
friend,
I
let
just
me.
asked
Okay.
you, when did Prophet Muhammad split the moon in two? You can't tell me that.
I did. When in his time when he was alive.
But you said it was in the final hour.
No, it says the hour.
No.
I never said in the final hour. I said it says the final hour has drawn near.
The final hour draw near at 1400 years ago.
The Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam raised his two fingers and put them next to each other and said that I've been I'm not sure about the exact wording, but it's like he was released with the final hour like this.
That's false.
He put two fingers together.
That's false, man. That's false. That's
Huh?
not true. Now read this
Oh, well, you don't
again,
believe in the
man. You
hadith.
can't
Okay.
listen. I'm giving you opportunity. Read it again.
Okay, the hour has drawn near, and the moon, meaning singular,
One
was
moon was
yes.
split into two moons.
No, it doesn't say into two moons. It says into.
So
If-
two what?
Into no, it just says if it says into two, then maybe I'll give you some credit.
No,
But it
into
says
two. So that means two moons, silly. Stop being silly. It's
No.
split into two. Not one moon, it's two moons now.
okay. If I tell you an apple
No,
has
don't keep reading. Don't tell me nothing. Keep
Okay.
reading.
the next verse.
Yep.
Okay, could I just like say one more exclamation for the first verse though?
No, man. How can you?
Okay.
So you talking about you said that this man, you said somebody split a moon in two. It never happened. I'm showing you the verse in the Quran where it talks about the moon. Now you don't want to read the verse. Now I'm gonna mute you and read the verse so people can learn.
I can read.
No, you can't. Arudu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim. The hour has drawn near, which is right now. The hour is near. We are at the end of time right now, not 1400 years ago, like this man says in his foolishness. Yet the moon was split in two. There's two moons in the sky. I'm Prophet Muhammad is revealing this revelation of why there's two moons in the sky. And this book that I have explains why there's two moons in the sky. If he wouldn't be quiet and listen, he could learn. But since he don't want to listen, he think he know everything, he will not be learning. He got veils over his face. Whenever they see a sign, they say same old magic. Since there has never been two moons in the sky throughout all humanity, could he explain the two moons? He's probably going to say, oh, same old magic, because he's a disbeliever. Verse 3, they have rejected the truth and followed their own desires. It says two moons in here. He says it's supposed to be a half a moon. It's supposed to be one moon, but two pieces of it. That's what he thinks, that he wrong with his own scriptures. But no, he rejected the truth with his own desires. Even though stories of destroyed nations had already come as a sufficient deterrent. God destroyed the people of Moses. He destroyed the people of Noah. He destroyed the people of before time. And he's going to do it again. Verse 5, this Quran is profound in wisdom, but warnings for the end of time, not 1400 years ago, but warnings are of no benefit to them because they think this already happened. That is why it's no benefit to them. So turn away from them, O prophet. Oh, I will. Turn away from them, O prophet. Oh, I'm fin to. Turn away from them, O prophet. Can a dead man do it? They can't. A dead man can't turn in his grave. Turn away from them, O prophet, and wait for the day when the caller, wait for the day of judgment, will summon something for them horrifying. Tick-tock, sinner. With eyes downcast, they will come forth from their graves as if swarming locusts, rushing towards the caller. The disbelievers will cry, this is a difficult day. But this day did not happen 1400 years ago. So, yes, I gave you the opportunity. And since you was not willing to listen and your veil is so big and you haven't been raised from the dead and the leprosy has not left you, I'm going to leave you like Allah says, MashaAllah. Mrs. Muhammad. Peace be upon you.
Man, praise Yah.
What you wanted to get him?
You know I did.
Well, he want to come back up. Let me bring him back up. Let me bring him back up for you.
Yeah, hello.
I have a question for you.
For me?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Who gave you the Quran?
Like the physical one, or you mean who revealed it?
Who gave you the Quran? You can't be revealed the Quran. Who gave you the Quran?
Oh, well, I was just looking at the one on my computer.
Well, who gave it to you though?
Like who gave me my computer?
Who gave you the Quran? It's a simple question.
Okay, my computer.
Okay, so
The one that I'm reading.
you weren't actually chosen to have the Quran in your hands.
I also have one in my drawer, an English version.
Okay, so we're going to read Quran chapter 2, and we're going to start at verse 146.
Really quickly, could I just make a comment about the verse he just read? Because he was reading it to me.
Nope, it's my turn. One moment. Quran chapter 2, starting at verse 146. Those who we, the angels, have given the scriptures recognize this prophet as they recognize their own children. Yet a group of them hides the truth knowingly. This is the truth from Allah. So do not ever be one of those who doubt. Everyone turns to their own direction of prayer. So compete with one another in doing good. Wherever you are, Allah will bring you all together for judgment. Surely Allah is most capable of everything. So the only people who will understand that this man is the prophet is those who the angels have given the Quran to. You weren't given, it wasn't given to you.
Right, yeah, it was not revealed to me.
It wasn't. So so you wouldn't understand it. So there's not even a point of you even being on this live because you don't understand the book that you claim
I just have some questions. You know, like for the prophets in the past, I didn't have a problem with being questioned.
I think we're pretty much done with your questions. They've all been very foolish, and none of them have been questions of a true believer.
No, but I mean, prophets. Oh, go ahead.
He tried to ask some questions. I gave him an opportunity, but he's not listening, and he tried to go on to other questions. So it's
no. You read all the verses, and I listened, right?
You didn't, because you're still talking. You talking over me. So if you listen to the Quran, so hold on. So since you don't listen, I got a verse for you.
No, I was just talking over you because whenever you finish reading, you just kick me. You didn't let me respond.
But you say you're a believer. You ain't supposed to talk over me at all. You ain't supposed to talk over me at all. Well, I mean, hey, so I might as well just kick you again. I mean, see what I'm saying? Like you get beside yourself. I gave you opportunity, trying to show you some love, and this is what you do. Yeah, man. Whenever they got the veil over them like that, and they want to tussle like that, it takes away from the people who want to learn, the people who want to get the goodness. Come on here trying to back and forth and be disrespectful and stuff. I ain't doing that. So.
I just wanted to read that scripture just to let people know that you have to actually be chosen to understand the Quran.
Yeah, I guess they don't understand that part and trying to be, mad because all of this goodness is going on and ain't no. I asked them simply, do you know a man on earth that has what I have? All he could have said was just no. Nope, he want to argue. Well, but the prophets, and I explained it to him. Okay. After Moses showed all them signs that people believe in him, not none but a few. So all the signs that I'm showing, which are greater than the signs of Moses, still he don't believe. Yeah.
Well, for him to not even understand when you split something, it turns into two. It just kind of it's baffling that he doesn't. If you take a sandwich and you cut it in half, you got two pieces of the sandwich.
Yeah, it really wasn't bad. It just showed how much of a veil he had, and the Most High did say that if they couldn't hear the Quran. We was reading that today. I think I read it to you.
Yes, you did.
Be able to understand the Quran because of the veil, and that's why they can't understand. And we read it, he reading it, he just can't get it. So yeah, it's real. It's real.
Well, we sure appreciate you, O Prophet. We definitely appreciate you reciting the revelations to us and bringing out the weighty revelations. Hallelujah.
Oh man. the weighty revelation. I'm gonna have it's still some more. So I did reveal you a big part of it, but I don't think I talked to the believers yet. I don't think they fully know. Yeah. So if you believe in the Kitabi Kadas, or if you believe in all of the books after the Quran, one of the most it's a part of it. It's a huge. The revelation is huge. But one of the revelations that have been revealed, you know how in the New Testament, people, you know, Jesus says, whatever you ask for in my name, you shall receive it. It's not but it's a different when he said, it's a different part of the name. It's not just, oh, you ask in the name of Jesus, you shall receive it. It's talking about my name. Okay. So God has placed my name in the prayers in order for it. So once you become intimate with God and he show you this level of prayer, in these prayers, you're praying in my name. Now, it's not saying, oh, in the name of Yahudi Yatorah. No, but watch this. The middle prayer. Well, I ain't gonna go to this. This is for subscribers. The middle prayer has me in it. So when you're saying the middle prayer, you're praying to God through his servant, through his manifestation. So it's a beautiful thing, man. And the Quran was telling me that it was going to be a revelation revealed to me that was very weighty. And that's a part of it. But yeah, it is weighty, and I got to carry it. And I look forward to it. I look forward to what the Most High is doing. All right, man. Peace be upon the believers. We appreciate you all for coming. This teaching is definitely different, but it's the most beautiful teaching that ever been on earth. Nobody has ever taught like this, but the prophets of old. But they haven't gotten these books that I have, and these books are now available, and the heavens are opened up at this moment for all who desire to come. All right, and you have to be purified to come into heaven. You have to take up your cross and follow me. All right, you have to. Let's see. I thought I seen some. This was an amazing live. MashaAllah. We love you, Prophet, truly indeed. That's right. That's right. Peace be upon you all. And keep us all in our prayers. When we pray, we are one. We are one when we pray. So I always say we, us. We are one. You are of the Muhammadan faith. You are all one in Christ. Yep, you all are parts of the body of Christ. Do your part. Do your part. All right. It is always great time with the family. Y'all salute Victor Beltran. It's always great, man. To even be on here to speak the goodness of God, to break bread, the bread of heaven, to eat the meats of the bread of heaven. This is beautiful, man. So anytime opportunity, we're gonna do this a lot more. Because it's limited time, not forever. And I gotta fulfill this. All right. Peace be upon the believers. See you guys again probably tomorrow. Probably gonna be back on here tomorrow. If not tomorrow, it'll be a live. It'll be one showed on YouTube. If not YouTube, we're gonna be here. All right. Salute. And to the disbelievers, man, the scoffers, the ridiculers, the people that can't see with veil over their eyes. Knocking, it shall be open to you. Asking, it will be given unto you. You can't come barging in the door of God. It don't work like that. And if you want to continue to remain rebellious or act like you don't see this bright light of God, this beautiful manifestation of God on earth, you want to do that? Then there's only one option left for you. TikTok sinners, the day of accountability is here. And peace, nirvana, and forever happiness to the righteous. Bye-bye.